Put it this way: if I was in your shoes, they would say, "Kirk, you deserve that shit." But they would talk shit about me, and you know what, dude? I love the fact they love you. Nigga, love you, bro, because you did what a lot of people wouldn't do. Seriously, love you that. That's you got a lot of respect to the street. I'm keeping it on it.
Put it this way, if I were in your shoes, people would say, Kirk, you deserve that. They would talk about me. But you know what? I love the fact that they love you, bro, because you're doing what a lot of men wouldn't do. Seriously, I respect that. You've earned a lot of respect in the streets, and I'm keeping an eye on it. Just hours after Remy Ma sent the internet into a frenzy by exposing Papoose for allegedly cheating on her with boxing champion Claressa Shields, Kirk Frost decided to insert himself into the drama. He not only stood 10 toes down behind Papoose and praised him for keeping his cool while Remy cheated with other rappers, but he also called Remy toxic and slammed her for trying to play innocent while setting Papoose up to be dragged, even though she knew she was guilty of the same things she accused him of. For those who may not be fully caught up on this tea, let me break it down. Late last year, news of Remy Ma and Papoose's separation hit the internet. Weeks later, it was revealed that Remy had cheated on Papoose with underground battle rapper Easy the Block Captain, who moved in the same circles as him. But Easy wasn't the only one. Months later, Remy was exposed for being in a poly relationship with another rapper named Bad News. Through all of this, Papoose never spoke publicly about what was happening. He simply took it on the chin and moved forward. However, when Papoose decided to move on with a new girlfriend, Remy didn't take it well. Just days ago, she stirred chaos online by calling out Papoose for cheating on her with Claressa Shields. Remy even shared screenshots of Papoose and Claressa's private conversation, claiming that Claressa wasn't the only woman Papoose was dealing with. She alleged that he fell asleep on the phone with Claressa inside her house, refusing to leave, and she mocked Claressa for hanging up as soon as she heard Remy's voice. Remy ended her rant by telling Claressa, "You're not the only one." Now, we all know Remy Ma is tough and loves intimidating people, but this time she picked a fight with someone even tougher. Claressa Shields wasted no time clapping back, writing, "How does a woman with 2 boyfriends get mad at a man who has a girlfriend? Remy Ma, if I'm not the only one, why are you tagging me alone?" Claressa then took things from Instagram to Twitter, posting, "I can't believe a 45-year-old woman is crashing out like this. Clown behavior. Making fake texts is crazy. I'm not someone you can bully. You're bitter, you're mad, and you're making yourself look stupid. Just stop." Remy fired back, saying, "I'm not 45 yet, but you are 29, and let me just say this. You're not aging like wine. And again, I'm not your enemy. Tell your boyfriend to buy you some flowers and gifts." He didn't answer any of his phones because he was with his side chick this week. For the first time since Remy's cheating scandal with Easy hit the internet, Papoose finally broke his silence. He said, "Sad to say, but Remy Ma is a narcissist. She chose to cheat repeatedly. Now that I've moved on, she's playing the victim. I've requested a divorce numerous times. She would rather chase clout on social media than handle this like civilized adults. I didn't want to do the social media foolishness for the sake of my 6-year-old daughter, who has to go to school. I've remained quiet through all of this." He even shared a photo of Remy and Easy all loved up beside a Christmas tree, captioning it, "While I was at home with my daughter last Christmas, this is where Remy was." He continued, "Now that I've moved on, she's angry and making up lies. She's a narcissist. I told her we could divorce like adults, but she refuses. And no, I won't lie and say I didn't knock this chump out. I still have the messages of her begging me to lie about the knockout. But who cares?" He didn't throw one punch back, super soft. "Last time I saw this chump, he was in the fetal position. Everybody saw it." Remy's decision to call out Papoose for moving on with his new girlfriend created a storm online. Fans began discussing how toxic she was and how Papoose didn't deserve what she was putting him through. That's when Kirk Frost jumped in, not only siding with Papoose, but also doubling down on the criticism of Remy, reminding everyone that respect in the streets is earned by actions, not games.
About so many women in here, and the women always talking bad about the guys. And then it's none of my business, but I get talked about time, and I'm just saying, if he went and visit, and his reward to me is bad, but this ain't my business, but I feel like, God damn, bro, I feel bad for him. Put it this way, if I was in your shoes, they would say, Kirk, you deserve that shit. They would talk shit about me, and you know what? Dude, I love the fact they love you, nigga. Love you, bro, because you be with a lot of wouldn't do. Sure, kid. Love you that. That's true. You got a lot of respect, dude. I'm keeping it 100. Women, y'all have showed y'all in a very bad way. Okay, well, these are women too. That's what y'all always do. But even when I say, yeah, shooting it from today, that's why they still be like, but you wrong. I thought my relationship was normal and this shit.
He declared his unwavering support for Papoose and slammed Remy Ma for trying to play innocent while she was guilty of the same things she accused Papoose of. He pointed out that there are so many women who talk badly about men, but when men defend themselves, the narrative changes. Kirk said, "It's none of my business, but I get talked about all the time. I'm just saying, if my situation had been the same, people would have dragged me. If I had done what he did, the reaction toward me would have been harsh. But I feel bad for him. Put it this way, if I was in your shoes, they would say, Kirk, you deserve that, and everyone would talk about me." He added that he respects how much love people still show Papoose, saying, "I love the fact that they love you, bro, because you're doing what a lot of men wouldn't do. You've got a lot of respect in the streets, and I'm keeping an eye on it." Kirk also criticized how women on social media were making the situation look one-sided. He explained that even when a woman is clearly in the wrong, the internet often still blames the man, and he believed that was exactly what was happening in Papoose's case. Many fans agreed with Kirk's perspective, arguing that the only reason Remy Ma wasn't facing harsher backlash for portraying Papoose as toxic was because she is a woman. If the roles were reversed, people believed the situation would have been far messier. But Kirk Frost wasn't the only one who spoke up. Lil Scrappy also shared his opinion. He said, "What I think about Pap and Remy is that it's very unfortunate because I like them both. But at the end of the day, we don't really know what's going on behind closed doors. We don't know what made everybody move the way they did." He admitted he once spoke on their situation before, but quickly added that he didn't know all the details. Still, he pointed out that relationships can be extremely difficult if you're not with the right person. If you have the right partner, life will just have its normal ups and downs. But if you're with the wrong person, that relationship will tear you apart. If you're not strong enough, it'll break you, and you might not even want to try again. Lil Scrappy also hinted—
What I think about Pap and Remy, I think that is very unfortunate, you know what I'm saying, because I like them too. Very unfortunate, but you know, we don't be knowing what folk be going through behind closed doors, so we don't know what really happened. I remember I spoke on that shit one time, but I don't know what really happened. You know what I'm saying? What made everybody move the way they were moving. But I know know about it, man. Like, shit's crazy. I know about this marriage is hard. But I know one thing, like that, you gotta have the right person. You have the right person, it won't be so hard. It'll be like living life. Regular ups and downs. But you get with somebody that ain't right, boy, that shit's gonna tear your up. And you gonna wish you ain't never did that shit. And you probably, if you ain't strong enough, you probably ain't gonna never do it again. But I'm gonna do it again one day. I ain't doing no court.
that divorce might be the best option for Papoose and Remy, saying the way they fell out was unexpected and messy. He suggested Remy was to blame, while Papoose had handled the situation with dignity. Scrappy believed Remy didn't want to see Papoose with another woman, and that's why she exposed his alleged relationship with Clarissa Shields. But in the end, he reminded everyone that marriages only work if both people want them to, and now it's obvious that this one has fallen apart. Many fans agreed, saying they hoped Remy would sign the divorce papers and allow Papoose to move on with his life. Kirk Frost calling Remy out for trying to play innocent sparked even more conversations online, and fans left heated comments. One wrote, "Remy Ma is a bitter woman. She cheated publicly with